Hi everybody who's watching this. Welcome. I guess that's what I'll say right now. And I know this may not be exactly where you want to be right now. Wondering, should you stay or go in a relationship or a marriage? No matter how long you've been, together for, whether you've got children or not. This is probably one of the most Googled things or Googled questions that my clients tell me where they start from. So I just had to put this series of videos together for you just to see if you can work through this before you actually, maybe you won't need me after this and maybe you will, who knows. Maybe you'll need something else. Let's just see what happens from here. But first of all, this video is me introducing myself to you and letting you know a bit why I do what I do. And I guess I was in your shoes probably 7 years ago, almost to the day as I reflect back now. And at the time, I was about to go into hospital for some surgery and I had two little kids under 4. And I didn't really have much family around me to support me back then either. And, I guess I'm here because my marriage did end in divorce and it didn't end very nicely either, as probably 99% of marriages do out there. So know that you're not alone through this, although I know you probably do feel very alone and you're not sure who you can trust, who to turn to, what advice to even take. So there's millions of questions going on, for the kids, why I'll wait till later when the kids are at school, high school, whatever it is for you. And there's those questions running around your mind like, have I done something wrong? Have I failed? This rejection, I'm not good enough. There's so much, and I could go on for a while about this because I'm really passionate about helping you and your partner stop your divorce if we can. And if that's the best solution for you, but only you will know that. And I'm never ever going to tell you what you should do. I'm here to give you information. And me being a coach, I'm here to ask you questions because everybody deep down knows what they need to do. Sometimes they don't even know what's possible, what's out there. So I'm letting you know that sometimes it's possible to save a marriage. It really is. And then the couples who work together have an incredible relationship. So I was speaking to another client of mine earlier today who was going through an affair. But they're on the road to having the most amazing, loving, understanding relationship you've probably ever seen. Anyway, so back to, I guess, why I'm here to do, why I do what I do. And that's because I have seen so many people suffer. The pain is inevitable, but the suffering doesn't have to be. Suffering's a choice. So, and I've seen many couples give up and quit because they just didn't have anything else. They didn't know what else was out there. And, sometimes most people I speak to have been to counseling and it just hasn't been what they needed. So this is something else. I have been, as I said, I've shared my story with you. And after I went through my divorce, I became known as the divorce go-to girl. And I'm often sought out for information for people to help them. And I guess I've evolved over the last 5 years of doing this. And now I'm helping couples, before, during and after their separation and divorce. And a bit about me, I suppose, if you need the credentials, well, I've got a diploma in coaching, leadership and mentoring. I've studied NLP, master practitioner in that, hypnotherapy, timeline therapy, and Richard's trauma process, and a lot of other coaching modalities. And I've spoken to so many people over the last 5 years that, yeah, I've done that work. I'm also a family mediator and do meditation as well. So there's a lot there that if you need that, that's me. I was a travel agent for 20 years until I found my passion doing this for people, because I know that we need help. We really do when this happens, because we're not taught how to have relationships. I often say to people, you know, did you go to relationship high school? Did you go to relationship university and get a degree? Because I think sometimes we do need a degree in human behavior and communication, and, you know, even understanding the opposite sex, because we're different. And that's a good thing, because that creates polarity in the relationship. But sometimes we just don't understand each other. We're not communicating properly. We don't understand what men don't like, what they really need, what women really need to feel loved and appreciated, and how men just really want to make us happy and be our hero. So there's so much I could talk about right now, but this is just an introduction to let you know a bit about me and what you can expect. So I'm going to ask you some questions and get you to really think. And the only time I'll ever say, hey, do this, that's because it's a little exercise that can really help you. But I'm not going to tell you you should leave. But I will give you some examples of when it really is a good time to leave, because sometimes our version of normal relationships is not healthy. And that's okay, because we're all doing the best we can with what we've got. So stick around. I really do hope you get value over these next lot of videos that I'm going to send you. Reach out if you've got any questions. You've got my email already. My phone number's there. We can always set up a time to do more work together if that's what you want. I'm always available for, you know, an initial complimentary conversation to see, again, if there's a fit for us. So please be open, have your pen and paper and ready to write down notes, and yeah, I'll get the next video to you as soon as I can.